Awesomenauts is a 2D MOBA game developed and published by Renemo Games. One of the big attractions of Awesomenauts is the fact that, you've got this MOBA style gameplay in this sort of not very typical 2D sense. It makes for quite an interesting differentiation from other things such as League of Legends and Smite and stuff like that. And you can tell the gameplay has definitely had to have been changed to accommodate this 2D aspect. But overall, I actually have really enjoyed playing Awesomenauts, and I'm going to be playing it in the future. It's a game that I think would really be played when you've got like friends and stuff, because it's 3v3. It's not hard to find 2 extra people that are willing to play, and it's actually, you'd think it's not as tactical, but it's surprisingly more tactical. Well, I feel it is anyway. So, first things first, what's good about it? Well, the sound, music, all of that is just really well developed, and if you have a listen now, you get to listen to the amazing stellar soundtrack that you just listened to throughout the whole entire game. Just have a listen to this.
Joyce has fun.
Like any other MOBA game, there are items per se. They're more upgrades for your spells. You actually have to buy your spells, so it's like if you don't start with all your spells available to you, and you don't rank them up, you buy upgrades for them, and upgrades cost soul, and you find soul all over the map. You get it from killing enemies, you get it from killing creeps, and you can actually get it so you just get a steady supply. It's a really good system actually. It's not too complicated, but it really allows for some different build orders in the individual characters, and I actually find that it's really good because the abilities work really well with each other, and depending on what order you get them in, it sort of fits your playstyle. I haven't obviously tested all of them, so I can't say with all of them, but with the ones I have tested it with, Clunk and Froggy G are one of the 2 I've been playing, I've been playing quite a bit. Their abilities are really good, and the upgrades are actually really well balanced. There's nothing that I actually felt was overpowered in terms of the different characters that you can play, so that's always a positive. One crazy thing which I actually can't believe myself is the fact that I don't actually rage at all in Awesomenauts. I'm really prone to raging in MOBA games because they frustrate me so much. In Awesomenauts, if you die, it's either going to be your fault or if it is someone else's fault, I honestly don't really feel any compulsion to just get angry at all, because at the end of the day, it comes across in a way where it's so light-hearted and just sort of friendly. You don't feel like you need to get angry at a game. There's nothing at stake. It's just, who cares if you lose? Do you know what I mean? When in games like League of Legends and stuff, they put a lot of emphasis on ranked play and things like that, and I mean, it sort of shows why Smite doesn't make me rage as much, because there's not loads of emphasis on ranked play. The fact that in Awesomenauts it's just they've created this really wonderful atmosphere. That's all I could say on that. I did not rage at all, and this is definitely, I know for a fact, going to be a benefit to some people, because you can't help getting angry at some of these games, and a lot of people don't play them because they get angry. In terms of how varied the game is, it's incredibly varied. They're consistently adding new characters, despite the game being not old, but it came out last year in like the summer, so they're still adding DLC and stuff like that, which is actually incredible. You can buy skins and stuff like that as you can with most of the other MOBA games, and that's where their main source of income actually comes in. There's actually loads of Steam achievements for it as well, and it's got a pretty good options menu in terms of actually having VSync and stuff like that. I know a lot of games that don't have VSync. I think the game falls down a bit when it gets to sort of late game, because it really does, a lot of the characters become incredibly powerful, and there's some that you show to be a lot better at pushing than others, and late game it really does become a sort of a bit of cat and mouse. It's pretty hard to catch some of the characters, and it's really easy to get distracted. Now, I don't know if this is a deliberate thing, but with some characters, they don't tend to be as good late game. They're better early game. And as a result, you don't really feel as strong if you're playing one of these. You don't feel like you've got this sort of punch like some of the other characters do. And you don't really feel like you make a massive impact later on. Overall, I would definitely give Awesomenauts a thumbs up. I completely enjoy this game, and I'm definitely going to be playing some more. I would heartily recommend it. It's not expensive at all. With all these additional DLC things and stuff like that, there's actually a leveling system in the game. Just check it out, and if you've got friends, even better.